Thank you. So now we can start our evaluation session. I hope you all enjoyed our icebreaker speakers. Have you enjoyed?
Yes.
Thank you for being here today with us and sharing this moment. And our first evaluator today is Samal.
Yes.
This way I have to introduce her properly. Okay, I was asking Samal about her icebreaker speech, what was the thing that she remembered about her icebreaker, and she wrote me, "My memory, I was so nervous about the speech that 3 of my friends were there to just support me, including her husband."
Yeah, it was contract. I mean, I didn't want to.
You had to.
I had
Okay, so please welcome Samal.
Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, my first icebreaker speech was very nervous, and I made 3 of my people come. Aruzhan, where are you? So it was a very nice speech. I liked your speech a lot. It was an interesting start, interesting topic. By the way, what did you learn from the speech about Aruzhan? What, like anything?
That she's a creative person.
She's a great artist.
Yeah, artist.
Great artist. Yeah, so we learned like one main thing, that you're an artist. And you delivered it in a very good story, and I liked it a lot. So it was clearly structured. So you started with the girl, then you framed it, and like you used your slides very nicely. It was very effective in delivering your speech. Also, what? Yeah, and you had a very nice ending. Like you had a message, a very nice message in the end, and I think it's a very effective ending in any speech. So, but of course, there is always a room for improvement, and I would like you to pay attention next time, maybe to audience engagement, maybe to work with the audience. For me, that's a very hard thing. And today I used asking questions, so maybe you could try something like that. So, but generally it's a very nice first speech. You really broke the ice, we got to know you, and people even remember that you're an artist, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Samal. And it's how to say that? It is good that you always have your husband supporting you. Every time you're like on the stage here, he doesn't want to, but he has to, yes. But even though he does this for you, yeah. So,
I earned money by it.
So our next evaluator is Madina. So I asked the same question, and Madina's answers was, most memorable thing about my speech was preparation. I haven't prepared for any speech as diligently as for my icebreaker any time before and since. Dana gave many pieces of advice that laid out the foundation of me as a speaker, and I am forever grateful for that. Please welcome Madina.
We need timer for introduction.
Hi everyone. So when I was in university, my psychology professor said, if you want people to like you and to know you better, there's only one thing you can do. What do you think it is? What does create this instant connection with people?
Smile.
No.
Wear,
Smile, but it's not deep enough.
wear sunglasses in the room.
Not even that. Okay, the one thing that creates an instant connection is vulnerability. When you're vulnerable in front of people, they like you instantly. And that is exactly what Aigerim did with her story. She shared the story of her childhood when she felt very insecure and was shy and didn't speak up for herself. And her story of her mom giving her advice and creating this mirror talk exercise was so moving that it melted all the ice in this room. So some points about bold things, plucky things that Aigerim did today. First one, sharing a story about your vulnerability. It takes guts to share this kind of story in front of all the people that you don't know and that you see for the first time. And the second bold thing that you did is giving icebreaker speech without slides. I mean, I was astonished. This is not something that you see very often in Toastmasters. And what I suggest you to do is to maybe share a lot more information about you, because we're at Toastmasters with such a warm and friendly community, and we want to know more about you. Where did you go to school? What do you like to eat? What are your hobbies? So you can share that in your next speech, and I hope that this journey of overcoming fear is going to start here, and you're going to be a successful speaker in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Madina, and I'm 100% sure that our newcomers today will remember you as the most stylish one in this room. Yeah. So our next evaluator is Konstantin, and I've asked the same question, but he decided to ignore me. Maybe, I don't know. But the thing I do remember about his speech is, you were talking about the watch that your mom bought you. Yes, was it icebreaker or not?
I'm not sure. Probably
Maybe
it was a
second
social ad.
yes.
I think it was a social ad.
Social, really?
Yeah.
I thought maybe you were just wearing like this and I saw that.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
show it.
Okay. So anyway, please welcome question.
Hey everyone. Hey Anna. It takes a lot of pluck and courage to do things first time. Such as this icebreaker is first for you, this evaluation is also first for me, and for Samal as well. But I couldn't really tell that it was your very first time, because I think you nailed all the spots that had to be nailed. And you actually also pulled off a lot of tricks that experienced speakers also use, which I was really surprised. To be honest, when we were starting, I kind of felt that you were a bit nervous. It kind of felt in your use of space, because you kind of used the half of your space, like the half of the stage. And your story was about betrayal, rejuvenation, and salvation. And I really felt like your story kind of reflecting in your speech as you were going on. When this second part of your speech started, I really felt like that you became more confident. You started to spread your hands like this. You became more vivid, became more clear. It kind of, it leveled up a lot. And another thing that I've also noticed, that your visuals were like super clear and meaningful, which is also cool. And you've also made some references to the previous speeches, which kind of is what experienced people do, even the words that they use. So I don't really have a lot to say to you. Maybe you can work on your vocal variety. I'm more emotional. I can feel a lot of love that Jesus gave to you, but you can share a little bit more of it. So thanks.
Konstantin, and please don't ignore next time JE messages, okay? So our next evaluator is Togzhan, our VP. So VP I asked Togzhan the same question about her icebreaker. Even though I had prepared for several weeks in advance, I was still incredibly nervous on that day. I was glad that I had chosen my favorite topic, which is running, as it helped ease my rhythm. I still remember your speech. So welcome.
Thanks so much. We had the same date, I think, with Sandugash.
Yeah.
We had the induction the same date, so it's 1st of June 2022. So Natalia, I love your speech. I believe that it was quite insightful, and interesting speech. We just saw a person how they grow up. Setting the boundaries is one of it's one of the skills as an adult to be able to set the boundaries. It's not everything pink. You should be honest. So, I like how you deliver your speech. She was laughing and making it interesting. No, you shouldn't do this one. And while you were giving your speech, I was stunned. Your gestures were confident. And I couldn't tell that it was your first speech. The thing that I struggle a lot is my vocal variety. And I always notice a new speaker gives their speech and that you didn't struggle it. You said that you tried to even imitate the people's voice and said, "Oh, my mom's, you don't cook like my mom." You don't cook like mom. And your gestures aligned with your speech. So it helped us wash the dishes, mop the floor. So actually, it's easy. If I can turn down your voice, like in the video, I can understand with your gestures that what you mean by that. So it's quite good skill. The thing that I also liked, your eye contact. You were looking at there while you were walking this part. You were there in the center, and you were talking this right side as well. The only thing I would suggest to improve, it will be more like you don't have to walk quite a lot. So we took just staring at you a little bit dizzy. So you can just take one place, stay a while, then move this one to the next part. Concluding my speech, thank you so much. Keep going. Looking forward to new speeches. Thank you.
And thank you for creating a cozy atmosphere every time you're on this stage. Yeah, I really think so. So our next evaluator is Aizhan. Aizhan, the only one person who made my eyebrows lift like this when I saw her answer, because she answered, "I really don't remember my icebreaker speech, but I think it was very excited about it." So welcome, Aizhan.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's in French, I guess. So I don't remember. Okay, where is Anel? Yeah, Anel, I can see you. So first of all, let me congratulate you on finishing your the very first speech for completing the icebreaker project. I think that you made very clear, and we know more about you. You reached the goal of the icebreaker. We know that you just studied in Kitale. We know that you went to the university where your teachers make a contribution to you, and you took knowledge, skills from the people around you. And then, what do we know more about you? I think that we know that you are a giver, not only a taker, but a giver. So I liked your speech very well. I really liked your speech, and it was very. It had very smooth transitions from the way you started to the way you finished, and you became a person who is giving back to the society. What can I tell you? You may work on your usage of the stage. You just you stood by this place, and it was very hard for me to hear what we were talking about, especially when the door was closed. Thank you, Michelle, for closing it. When it was open, sorry. And what can I tell you that you could improve is using your voice. I think you have a brilliant voice, and you can say do you know people that we don't only take the opportunities, we need also to give and create them for other people. And it is the things that I do for others. I'm a career advisor, so you can approach me, I can help you with your career or something like this. So you could make a call to action. And I think that you could make it more intriguing or something interesting, energetic. But I cannot judge you, and I think that you made everything great as you could, and you made it very great. And let me thank you again for completing your project. Thank you. If you need precise evaluation, I can tell you.
Thank you. Thank you, Aizhan. And our last evaluator is Aituar. Aituar answered me like this. I remember my icebreaker was also during an icebreaker marathon too, which I surprisingly won. And on that day, there was a fun movie event organized by Almaty Toastmasters where we watched Life is Beautiful. So welcome on stage.
This was a fun and very research-focused speech by Alisher. First of all, I don't know whether Alisher, okay. I don't know whether Alisher is actually prepared, but his entrance was, you know, very memorable.
Yeah.
Because you weren't, I guess, listening to other speakers, and you were there, and there was first, like, you know, like a boxer who is waiting to come this much. And for me, it was already, I think, made people kind of relate to you. And you also had a very strong voice, so you have very good vocal variety, and we could hear you very well. Yeah. And also one thing about the slides. Slides look amazing. I really like that you certainly put a lot of attention. So Alisher put a lot of attention into his fonts, into the way he showed the agenda first, then sort of his outline from 2022, and also a good thing that you shared like some personal thoughts about yourself, about how you felt, for example, when there were some changes in jobs, how you attempted opportunities, and then about the, of course, went into sort of a lecture about the research that you found useful. So thanks to the friend who sent me that link, and I think it was quite useful. Not just we learn about you like a person who is disciplined, who is organized, who certainly is ambitious, and even by not just telling the story, we could find the way your personality is. And I suppose a room for improvement would be actually everything was well in terms of the insight that you found through this YouTube link. It'd be nice to also add some maybe statistics or maybe some, because it was just only like, here's YouTube link, the main idea.